What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Leo. Okay, Leo, you guys are third this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well and have taken the time during the last 2 weeks to clear your energy and leave whatever is not serving you in the month of May. Okay, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, you guys know how this goes. We're going to start with 5 cards, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. If you guys need help with cleansing your energy, by all means, start off with the monthly manifestations videos, readings that you'll find on my playlist on my channel. Okay? I do them every month before the new moon, okay? And so I did June's at the end of May during my small break to clear the energy, okay? And so that is usually the preset for everybody every month, okay? So if you start looking at those videos, you can find a lesson there or some tidbits, or it could relate to you, okay? But it is for the collective, all right? So let's get started. Like I said, 2 from the top, 2 directly from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. Okay? All right, and we don't need to look at the bottom as we have everything that we need here. Okay. So let's see what's in your energy, Leos. We have the 2 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. Ooh, okay. So, off the bat, towards the end with the 9 of Swords, I feel like you may be in your head about a decision possibly that you have to make, okay? Middle of your reading, you have the 6 of Wands, so there is some form of victory here, okay? But I wonder if that victory, I'm feeling like it comes at a cost, okay? But let's run down your reading here, okay? This 2 of Wands starting off looks like you're trying to rebuild something, okay? It's not truly stable yet, okay? You're setting or embarking on something new, okay? Everything is not set in stone yet, is what I feel, okay? You have 1 wand behind them in the ground, and then you have 1 in their hand, and then the world in the other, okay? So this is what tells me you're embarking on something, okay? Not sure where you're going to set that second wand, okay? So let's move forward to this Page of Swords, okay? Where you go or who you go to, possibly, okay, comes with some form of communication, very small communication, okay? Sorry, you guys, if you hear lawn mowing behind me, okay? Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. But it comes with some communication from someone, okay? Maybe something someone says could possibly make or break your decision, okay? And it's just some kind of maybe small communication, okay? It's nothing very heavy, but it's something that I feel is like kind of nibbling at you in a sense. Maybe it could be your subconscious, okay? So Like I said, in the middle, I always pay attention to what the middle card is in my readings, because it could set the tone for the week for you or whenever you come across this reading, okay? But Six of Wands is talking about some form of victory, okay? And so I feel this need to say, be mindful of celebrating too early about something, because it could be kind of almost like a false hope type of vibe, okay? Um, Wait till everything is set in stone, whatever it is, okay, Leo? It could be in reference to your stability, okay? It could be in reference to your stability with this Nine of Pentacles being here, okay? Um, Nine of Pentacles is pretty much, your worth, your self value, things of that nature, okay? It could deal with finances, it may not, okay? But it could just in reference to your stability. It doesn't have to just be your stability in finances, it could be your stability as far as what you stand for, your worth, and things of that nature, how people perceive you, okay? So be very mindful, okay? Whether it's something that you say or something that someone says to you, okay? Or possibly about you, okay? And like I said, lastly, we do have the Nine of Swords here, okay? So whatever is being said, you may regret something that was said or done, okay? And like I said, not to celebrate too soon, okay? Until everything is set in stone, okay? You know how sometimes you may speak on something too early and the next thing you know, it's taken away, okay? As they say, what's given can easily be taken away, okay? So be very mindful. You're in your head about something that transpires, okay, somewhere within the week, okay, within this reading is what I'm seeing, okay? I'm taking a sip of my ginger tea, excuse me, y'all. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the clarifiers. We do the clarifiers just the same. One from the top for the Two of Wands. Second from the top for the Page of Swords. One from the bottom for the Six of Wands. Second from the bottom for the Nine of Pentacles, and then one energetically from the middle for the Nine of Swords, okay? So, let's see what's going on with you, Leos. We have the Eight of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, okay? Eight of Pentacles is usually talking about working towards something, okay, or working on something. Again, like I said, there's something that you're embarking on. It could be a new job, could be a new relationship, friendship, whatever the case may be, okay? Get in where you fit in, okay? Take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? So you could be working towards something. It's like a progressive trail, the way these stars are kind of going up and around her, okay? So it's some form of progress that you're trying to make. Like I said, you're starting and embarking on something, okay? Make sure you're careful with your progress. Understand why you're doing it and what you're doing it for, okay? Something that we touch base on in the monthly manifestation, okay? So next we have the Page of Swords with the Prince of Swords, okay? Double sword energy here, okay? It's some form, some small chatty communication that you have, okay? That is very significant, where you have to be very mindful. the word coming up is gossip. I'm hearing gossip. Okay, so be mindful of gossip and being involved in it. Okay, with double sword energy here, Prince of Swords, Page of Swords, is usually talking about just one sword here. So one sword each, that's two swords. You know what two of swords leads to, which is something in reference to needing to block the gossip, okay, or stay away from it as much as you possibly can, okay. Remember that words do travel, okay, and so that's something that you have to be very mindful of, okay. And it's either gossip that has already happened or gossip that's coming, okay. Next we have the Six of Wands being clarified by the Magician, okay. There's some form of victory that you're trying to have, or you have manipulated the victory, okay, either for yourself or someone else, okay, Leo. um, whether or not that person is qualified is, you know, another story, okay. But this victory was quite manipulated, okay, um, through, like I said, gossip, um, or how they say sometimes in, you know, in professional careers, it's not what you know, but who you know, okay, and so it could be a situation of that type, okay, so be very mindful of that, okay. Possibly for some of you, you are trying to create maybe a new career or maybe look for a new job. Just do it the right way, okay. Make sure you're applying for things that is in your skill set remotely. It doesn't mean that you can't evolve and find something else that you can easily learn how to do. Um, it just all depends on how you retain information, okay? And be truly honest with yourself if you can do that job, okay? There is a possibility that you know you are not able to do that job for whatever, you know, whatever reason, okay? But just be honest, okay? Um, I'm I'm hearing something in the sense of, again, it's not what you know, but who you know, okay? But did you really earn it? That, I think that's the thing, okay? This magician is usually talking about manipulating and manifesting. You're trying to manifest a victory, okay? Hopefully it's in a good sense, okay? I don't feel like triple negative energy here, except for, of course, this Nine of Swords. But again, it could be a decision that has to be made, okay? Based on you, Leo, or someone else, but I think it's more so you, okay? Possibly a sense of regret with this Nine of Swords being here, okay? So, like I said, be very mindful within this situation, okay? Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, okay? So, this Nine of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So it's like that last pentacle, which would get you to the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Where it's like you're at the nine, you're stable right now. This Ace of Pentacles is something very lucrative, another offer that could probably set you over the top, okay? But again, how do you want to get it? Do you want to get it because you earned it, or do you want to get it because you know someone? Okay, that is the question. Okay, you can get it. You can get it either way. Okay, either way. But do you want to get it the honest way, or do you want to manipulate it? to go your way. Okay. One thing that does happen, unfortunately, sometimes in corporate world, things of that nature, a lot of people get to where they are based off of a reference. Okay. Hopefully, for some, the reference is based off of a person's work ethic. You know, I know that person, they work very well, they would definitely be qualified to do that job. That's the positives of it. But if they're only referring you because they want you out of their department, or because, oh, she's a nice person, or he's a nice person, okay, that's all fine and good, but can they do the job? Okay, that is the question. It should not be based off of just knowing someone. It should be based off of their capability of doing the job. Okay, if you're hiring somebody to be a CEO, but they've only done nothing but make copies and data entry, what other stuff do they know how to do? Do they actually know how to run a company? Would you hire them? Or would you look for someone who's qualified to be a CEO, who has the resume to qualify as a CEO? Okay, it's just the same as, you know, hiring someone for a supervisor and they've never had supervisory experience before. Are you willing to take the risk and hire them to learn as they go to be a supervisor? Yeah, you can put someone through supervisor training, doesn't mean that they belong as a supervisor. Okay, some people I've even known who have become supervisors and couldn't handle the job because it was too stressful, or they didn't want to deal with so many different personalities, or they have a problem with delegating because they're worried about people saying no to them. Okay, those are all the things you have to take into consideration, even if you're applying for a job. What are you willing to deal with? Look at things realistically. Don't just look at the money. Okay, a lot of people are taking jobs just because they need them right now, and that's understandable. But can you really be honest with yourself and wonder if you can actually take on the workload? And like I said, do you want to get something because you know someone, or do you want to get something because you earned it, because you actually qualify for it? And people have a tendency of lying on their applications just so they can get an interview, because sometimes it's a tough market. But I can to market yourself for a job. But I can definitely tell you, even during the pandemic, everyone's looking for a job. So the question of the corporation or organization or agency that you're applying for is if they just want to hire someone just because it's a pandemic going on, or do they want to hire people that actually can do the job? Okay, that's where it boils down to. Okay, so that being said, let's keep it moving as we're at 1806 in your reading. We have the Princess of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Swords. Okay, Princess of Pentacles, and this is Pentacles. You're possibly regretting a decision that you made. Okay, in regards to someone, Leo. Okay, possibly making the wrong decision about giving someone something. Okay, I don't feel like this is you. This is making the wrong decision, possibly as a leader. Okay, you have to take that up and chalk it up. Okay, it could be something coming down the line as far as what you did in the past for towards giving someone something, and you have to be very mindful. Okay, what's done is done. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's already done. Okay, it's already done. You can't take it back. Okay, um, and you could be wondering, did you make the wrong choice? Okay, it could also be involved with, I don't I don't feel relationship vibes here. Okay, I really don't. I feel like this is primarily work for you. Okay, someone made the wrong decision. Okay, in choosing someone, and it could have been primarily for self gain. Okay, so with that being said, let's go into the elemental oracles and see what the final advice for you is, Leos. Okay. We have groundedness, number 39, which equals out to 12, which equals out to 3. Okay. Mind, body, and spirit. Okay. Needing to think positively in the sense of centering yourself, coming to terms with what has been done. Okay. Grounding yourself in a sense of, while you may want to get away from the situation at hand, you have to confront it. Okay. You have to confront it firsthand. Okay. So really ground yourself in understanding your own ways, the ways of other people, and really focusing on, again, what's done is done. What, or, and if it can be resolved, okay. If it's something as far as work, what's done is done. It has to play out. Okay. You now have to ground yourself in what it is that has occurred. Okay. It cannot be undone. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go into the book for your other message, additional message. This is the element of earth here with gravity, okay? Which it's very simple, okay? Groundedness, seek a grounded perspective, okay? That's pretty much all there is. Groundedness is very self-explanatory, okay? Ground yourself in what it is that has been done and what has transpired, okay? Gravitas is Latin for seriousness, okay? Look at the seriousness of the situation, okay? You may have been too much in your head about yourself, and did not consider others, okay, when you made this decision, okay? It could have been out of selfishness, it could have been out of conceitedness, things of that nature, okay? Gravity is the natural force that causes all things in mass, with mass and energy, to be attracted to each other, okay? Again, this gossip, okay, possibly got a little bit too carried away with that, okay? And I'll read this last paragraph for you guys, Leos. It says, gravity still remains one of the most studied forces in physics. Gravity is a fantastic element to include in your workings for groundedness and when you feel untethered because of trauma or things going too fast. Breathing, putting your awareness in your feet, and asking gravity to do its thing is good, solid magic. Okay? Again, you need to include it in your workings for groundedness and when you feel untethered because of trauma or things going too fast. Okay? So, whatever caused you to make this decision or this upcoming decision is because you are untethered from the things you should be paying attention to. Like I said, those small little factors of, do you want to deserve it? Do you want to earn it? Or do you want to just get it because you know someone? Okay? Happens a lot in the corporate world, okay? Where it's not what you know, it's who you know. And you just have to learn, you know. But you didn't think of things logically, okay? Maybe you were moving too fast in your decision. And again, like I said, celebrated too soon, but what did it cost you? Okay, is the question. Okay, so with that being said, Leos, that's really all I have for you guys. We still have 4 more readings this week. So until then, peace.